Okay. Look at me on this side, please. Can you go a little left? Okay, thank you, that's good. Now, look at me. Take a look at me. Side, please. Okay.
Thank you. Hello, Katy Perry.
Hello.
I have a question. I just read your last message on Twitter.
On Twitter, oh yeah.
And it says, there's no Starbucks or gay club here in the mountains. Read. How are you going to survive tonight?
I'm going to be absolutely fine. I could take a break from Starbucks and gay clubs. No, I was in the car and I just happened to ask if they had like a coffee shop on the way or something. I said Starbucks and I kind of got that like, no. And I was like, all right, fine. I know this is not that type of place. I'll deal, I'll live, and we'll make our own gay club. That's for sure.
Nächste Frage.
Hi, Katy.
Hello.
How do you keep yourself fit?
Fit. Well, I try and eat well. Try and limit my Starbucks. But I do a lot of working out, and you know, I'm not a strict dieter or anything like that. I like to eat pizza and sometimes cheeseburgers. Not too much though. But I believe in exercising, and I'm a really amazing rope jumper, and I do a lot of that. I look like Rocky a lot. Before my shows, that's kind of what I do to get my heart rate up, and you know, I keep myself drinking water, thank you. And you know, I party less and focus more. Boring for some people, very fulfilling for myself. Hello.
In terms of if you have any snowboarding or skiing experience, and if you've got any places you have any favourite kind of ski areas, and your first impressions maybe of this place?
Well, I've never been to Ischgl, and I've only been to Vienna, which was lovely and wild and crazy, and Austrian people really know how to put a party on. Doesn't matter if you're in the middle of the snow-covered mountains, the party will still continue. But I used to skate and surf, and so that just kind of went to snowboarding. I think my little brother, I brought my whole family because I thought, why not stay a few more days and experience Ischgl and actually have my own definition of what that is to me, rather than what is typical is in and out of some place. And I'll be on the slopes tomorrow. I'll be covered in all kinds of gear though, like in like wrist guards. I'll be like going down the mountain like a crazy person, but I think my little brother is lost somewhere on the mountain right now as we are talking. So it's gonna be fun. That's why I came here. It's one of the reasons. I mean, one of the reasons I came here is because y'all have picked a great selection. You'll always have a standard for who comes to Ischgl to open up the season. And I like being part of that. I like being part of a wonderful list of wonderful entertainers. But I wanted to get my snowboarding in, and what better place to do that than one of the best places in Europe. That's what I've heard.
It's the best.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's the best place in Europe.
Thank you.
Nächste Frage da hinten und die nächste hier in der Mitte.
Yeah, Katy, what else did Ischgl do to bring you, could they manage to bring you to Ischgl? Do they just pay better than anybody else?
Well, they gave us free lift tickets and free snowboard gear, and so I got to bring some friends, and I got to lure some of my friends here and for a free, you know, no lift tickets. So that's definitely one of the benefits. Thanks.
And we are nice people.
Oh yeah, and you're nice people. Of course you're nice people. Everybody knows that. Or else I wouldn't be here conversing. I don't hang out with mean people.
Kurz bevor die nächste Frage kommt, Fotografen bitte keinen Blitz mehr. Das stört die Kollegen vom TV. Dankeschön.
Whatever he said. My snowboarding style, it's like my stance, goofy. That was stupid. It's not that good. I don't know. I get a little bit scared at first, but then I regain my confidence as I, probably by the third day I'll be swishing down a part of the mountain I'm not supposed to be going down. What's that? I'm not good in the park, no. But I'll leave that for my brother. My brother does flips and, defies gravity. I want to stay alive. I can't hear you, I'm sorry. Yes. Well, there's all kinds of pros and cons to being, a touring artist. I think that's maybe why some of the girls don't take on the, extreme of it. I think that they're happy just sitting at home hoping the record goes or, pushing out single by single. But for me, it was really important to go on tour and be that door-to-door salesperson, shaking the hands, spending time with people, having that one-on-one connection and showing them all the different dimensions. I knew that I would have to win some people over coming out with a song called I Kissed a Girl, the first look. But I think that a lot of people have decided to give me a chance after seeing the different songs and how I am continually dedicated to showing off the different dimensions and evolving and changing and taking it to the next better level and just trying to keep people entertained. But it's very exhausting, of course. I mean, imagine if you're, I think one time I went from like Australia to, or actually from Japan to Australia to Glasgow, and I was like, I've been on a, my face is gonna fall off. I've been on a flight for 36 hours. I feel like a lizard right now, but I think if you can prioritize what's important, I think a lot of people have a hard time because the opportunity is all of a sudden there and everybody is a yes person and you get all this opportunity, and so sometimes you live in fear and you take all this stuff and then you're partying and then you're trying to have a career and you can't party and have a career at the same time. I mean, maybe for some people they can do that, but I think in the long run, if you want to have a lifelong career, one thing suffers.
Do you sort of worry about critics' columns and the public perception of you?
No.
How do you deal with that? You just sort of take it in a stride?
I think anybody that says that that it's in the industry that says that it hasn't affected them, I think that they're lying, because we're all human. We all are emotional creatures, and especially women. We're super emotional creatures. So I think that in the beginning I was a little bit affected by it and worried sometimes, or thought, oh, what am I doing? Should I say this, do this? But you have to eventually learn how to let go of that stuff, because I think if you try and cater to what everybody else wants you to be at all times, then people are not going to like you anymore, because you're going to be this like smorgasbord of nothing. They like you for who you are, and that's the reason why you're around, is because I feel like the reason why I'm around is I do something that's different that nobody else does. And if I try and be everything to everyone, I'll never be myself, and I think that's why I'm here.
Okay, next question.
Hi. Again. Hello.
Apart from Ischgl, whereabouts is your favourite ski resort and why?
Well, living in California, you don't really get the most prime snow. You get a little bit here and there if you go to Mammoth. I've been to Sun Valley in Idaho, which is lovely. But in California, I've been to Idaho, and this will probably be one of the best. This will be the best place.
Mammoth is quite good.
What am I saying? Hello.
How did you celebrate Thanksgiving?
On a plane, eating really stale turkey. Bummer, I know. So hopefully dinner tonight will make up for it, right?
Yeah, right.
I fell asleep through Thanksgiving dinner. I was like begging the stewardess. I was like, "Do you have any turkey? This is the saddest moment of my life. No turkey on Thanksgiving, the first time in 25 years." but whatever. The trade-off for being here is better. Cook a turkey any day.
Katy, hi. I was looking at the cuts from last year's Scissor Sisters when they did the press conference, and somebody asked them if they were interested in joining the Gondola High Club, which is a bit like the Mile High Club, and the Scissor Sisters said that was fantastic. I wondered...
Is that sex on a gondola?
That's sex on a gondola.
Oh, sure. I'm freaky.
Thank you. No. And also, more about your snowboarding. Have you skied much, or is it always a board?
I've never skied, actually. I think that I just got into the snowboarding because all the cool kids are doing it, and that was easy for my footing and stance. So I never got into skiing, and I'm petrified kind of snowboarding as it is. I can't imagine having 2 sticks stuck to my leg.
Hello, Katy.
Hello.
Wonderful afternoon. What do you know so far about Austria?
What I know so far? Well, I got a yodeling groundhog as a present, which was interesting in a past couple of interviews. So y'all really like to yodel. No, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna stereotype you guys, but I think you're lovely. I think, you know, being in Vienna and experiencing the life of the life ball that I was a part of, and the way that you guys throw down when you party. I mean, you party like it's your job. I mean, I was in bed last night, but my friends were telling me that the streets were packed at 3 a.m. just with a bunch of people just prowling and having fun and going bar hopping. I love that. There's always something fun to do. It kind of is like Berlin to me a little bit. It's like alive at all times, so far as I have experienced.
Hi, Katy.
Hi.
Are you going out tonight?
Am I going out tonight?
Yeah.
I hope so. I'll have to change out of my slutty Santa outfit first. Yeah.
Hi, Katy. So this is your
Hi.
This is your second time in Austria.
Yes.
And how do you like the Austrian boys? And do you recognize any difference between the Americans or British guys?
Yeah, everybody's different, most definitely. I haven't had any one-on-one experiences with the Austrian boys. Not yet, but maybe an Austrian girl will be lucky this evening.
Next question in the back.
Hi, Katy. What about your boyfriend? We thought he's with you.
What's that?
What about with your boyfriend, Russell? We thought he's with you.
He's not with me now, no.
What does that mean?
Maybe he'll be here. We'll see. It's my secret.
Next question back there in the middle. Claudia,
Okay. Have you sort of considered your plans for Christmas and the New Year yet? Are you going to be spending it back at home, or are you until?
Well, I'm in the middle of writing the new record, which is really exciting.
How's the new album going? Because you're working on that as well, aren't you?
Yeah, I just started. I was in Las Vegas, of all places, a few days ago, right before I came here, and the hotel I was staying at had a studio at the bottom, and I was staying in a room, and it was one elevator that went from my room to the studio, and you would think of all the places Las Vegas would be the most distracting, but actually it was like the most creative, most focused time I've had in a long time concerning writing, because I would wake up and go down that elevator right to the studio, and then when I was finished, go right up to bed. But I was working with some great people, and it was really encouraging, this last trip, because it was, I think that everybody is human and they have fears and things like that, and I definitely was wondering if it was still inside of me. I knew that it was still inside of me, but I wonder how long it was going to take to come out, if that was going to be a 6-month process, or, because I made a record, I made the One of the Boys record over 5 years, so I've never had a timeline or, dates or anything like that, but this last trip made me really happy and confident, and I think that this record is going to be more honest and have some inspiring material in it, I hope.
So what do you expect to see from Katy Perry in 2010 then, sort of? What you're
2010, Katy Perry. I guess you'll see the futuristic version of. I think that, you know, it's too early to say what the music is forming into, but I feel a little bit, I guess, visually like I'm going from the Shirley Temple Betty Boop to the Betty Page Lichtenstein. You know, it's still like pop art, but it's a bit darker, maybe not too dark. It's not like dark and gothic like everybody is right now. I think that what's missing is that bright, fun girl still. I'm like, why is everybody so evil in pop music? Why does everybody look like the devil? And hopefully I can bring the lightness to the darkness.
Okay, last question, please.
Darkness.
Last question. Here.
How long will I stay here? I'll be gone on Wednesday.
2 weeks.
But, 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yeah. No, I'm not 2 weeks. But I arrived yesterday, and I'll be here. I'll be here enough days to be absolutely sore on the plane ride back.
Okay, thank you, everybody. Thank you,
get
Katy.
one more question from the little
one.
girl. Is that possible?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Little girls.
Katy, what's your favorite thing then to do?
My favorite thing that I do?
Yeah.
I like to dress up a lot. I don't know about you, but that's probably my favorite part, is being able to pick an outfit and turn into a cartoon character for you.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks, everybody. Thank you. Thank you, Katy.
I understand that, but the show's going to be late.
Look up.
Katy. We'll do them, I promise. Of course.
We only have to find the ski right now.
That's the logo.
The logo is for the charity.
Thanks as well.